Welcome back in. I am Mallory Moore, live this morning near Deer Valley and 3rd Avenue because a second alarm fire broke out this morning in the building behind me. It sounds like it's a restaurant supply business. Broke out this morning around 2 a.m. and joining me now is Captain Larry Suburbi with the details of what happened this morning. Kind of talk me through it.
Yeah, so our first crew got on scene. They originally was reported as an exterior fire, some debris that was out. When they got on scene, had a forced entry into the building. They found a working fire on the inside with a large volume of fire. You know, a fire like this at 2 o'clock in the morning, there's not a lot of people in this area, so we don't know how long the fire had been burning. Went to first alarm pretty quick, so we get additional resources here, and we've been fighting the fire really since 2 a.m.
And then we were talking about how close these buildings are around this complex, and so you really had to make sure that it didn't kind of breach those barriers.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why we get so many resources here. So we had 40 firefighters on scene. We had some additional staging, and we balanced it to a second alarm assignment. And really the purpose of that is to protect the other exposure. So we did have to go defensive on this fire, which means that we're basically writing off that building. It's about a 20,000 square foot commercial structure, but the other buildings are very close, so we put up ladders around us around the area, put that fire out, but then protect the exposures as well.
And then I understand that a firefighter was hurt during this. Kind of talk to me about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's manual labor, you know, and even when we're on the outside of the fire, you know, we're still moving lines around, we're still doing a lot of work. So it was a back injury, which is number one injury for firefighters anyway, is back injury. So he's at the emergency room, had reports from there that he's doing really well. So he'll probably be discharged in about an hour.
Okay, and from this vantage point, I mean, we're not seeing any flames at this point, but you say the fire is still going on and you guys could be here for some time.
Yeah, there's still a lot of hot spots. So until we can get inside, you know, the roof is still unstable. With it being a defensive fire, we haven't had lines on the inside, so we know that it's going to be an extended operation. You know, at this point, really there are hot spots. There's not a lot of the smoke going up into the air anymore. We worry about the air quality, you know, but right now, from our standpoint, everything's under control.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And as far as road closures, the main road's not closed off, just kind of these side streets, so you won't really have to worry about that if you live near this area. But again, we'll keep you updated how this is going along all morning long.